Welcome to the Mouthpiece. It's National Week on the Mouthpiece. That's right. They say I curse too much, so I'm going to tell you all what I really think, and that is you all. We're going to talk about the completed Borgata tournament in which Gavin Griffin pulled off a triple crown by winning a EPT, a WPT, and a World Series of Poker bracelet. How he does it, nobody knows. I've actually played with Gavin. I think he's a very good player, and he's got a lot of talent, and I'm very happy for him. We're going to talk about the up-and-coming LA Poker Classic. We're going to talk about NBC Head Up. We're also going to talk about Poker Savvy. That is a new company I just signed with. I'll be doing poker videos for Poker Savvy. You can sign up, www.pokersavvy.com, and there'll be instructional videos from me, and you'll get to see me playing online, and you'll get to see exactly how bad I truly do run when I put my money in. And we're going to be talking about my hand of the week coming up next on National Week at the Mouthpiece. Well, I'd first like to congratulate Gavin Griffin on winning the Borgata tournament. He busted a field of about 500 players, and I wasn't there to witness it. I heard he played well, and Gavin is a great guy and a great player who runs like God. That's right, who runs like God, because for you to win those three type of tournaments in that short of time, you better be running pretty good. But congratulations to Gavin and your continued success, and I hope to see you at the table soon. We're also going to be talking about the up-and-coming LA Poker Classic. It starts the 23rd of February. We also have the Celebrity Tournament right after. I'm not sure if I'm going to make the Celebrity Tournament because I will be in the NBC Head Up Championship, which starts on February 29th, right after the main event of the LA Poker Classic. And I made it to the Sweet 16 last year. It'd be nice to make it a little bit farther. In round one last year, we all know how I played great against Daniel and won, and played horrible against Mizrachi and still won, and then played great against Andy Block and lost. So anything can happen in Head Up. I'm looking forward to this. It's a tournament that's a lot of fun. We all have a lot of fun, and you'll be updated on how I'm doing in the Head Up Championship and in the LA Poker Classic. We'll talk a little bit about online poker. It was a little bit of a rough week for me in online poker. I had a couple ups, a couple downs. I had a great night last night where I won around $33,000, but I lost $53,000 the day before. I've been putting in a lot of hours multi-tabling. It seems to me I've been having the best luck playing ring game no limit hold'ems, and I seem to be everybody wanting to beat me, and they seem to be stacking to me pretty much. So I'm going to go with that a little bit. And next week I'll be going down to LA. Probably play a little bit of side games right before the main event of the LA Poker Classic. One of my favorite events on the tour. It gets the most players. The structure is good. I seem to have not had much luck in it at all, where I think I've made it to the second day once. I struggle with the focus in that big room up there and all the people around, and it's really been a big struggle for me. But I promise you, my fans, on National Week on the Mouthpiece, that I will have a good showing in the LA Poker Classic. Just like I promised I'd have a great showing in Australia, I will have a good showing in LA. Like I said, you don't know whether you're going to win or not, but you got to play well. In Australia, like I said, I played great. I outlasted 700 people without ever making a hand, and I played great. The key to LA, I want to play great. I want to go into the Head Up Championship playing great, and hopefully good things will happen. My hand of the week comes to you by FullTiltPoker.com. That's where I play my poker at. Pro Player Energy, www.drinkproplayer.com. Yeah, drink it. And Skin Industries, you see it, the skin girl right on the shirt. www.skinindustries.com. Get your t-shirts there. My hand of the week comes from the Pot Limit Omaha. Yesterday versus Rump Runner. It was a pretty sick hand. I've had a lot of hands, but this one sticks in my mind the most. And he raised it up about under the gun. I re-raised it out of the big blind. Of course, I re-raised it out of the big blind. What can I have? The flop comes ace king 5 with 2 clubs. I pot it. He repots it. We get it all in. I flip up the 3 aces. He has ace 5 5 jack. My hand is ace jack 3. So he has a 5 draw or a running spade draw. As the spade came on the turn and the spade came on the river, out went the $12,000 pot as the normal hand of the week, Mike the Mouth on my beautiful play every day while you're there, by the way, everybody. FullTiltPoker.com. They got me there. $12,000 beat. Rump runner. Set of 5s. Runner. He crushed me. He f***ed me. It's National Week here on the Mouthpiece. All right, everybody out there, for all you that want to learn and really see how Mike the Mouth plays poker, I have joined a new internet site called www.pokersavvy.com. That's SAVVY.com. And I will be giving instructional videos. There'll be 5 instructional videos on all different games of online poker coming from me every week. Now, a lot of you will say, why should we take a video from Mike The Mouth Matusow in online poker since he loses so much in online poker? Well, I'm going to show you instructional videos on how to play certain hands in certain situations, and when you see the videos, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of hands that come up where you see where my money goes in. And I promise you, you will never see my money go in bad, and we will always tell you and instruct you exactly how to play a certain player with a certain hand. I think the cost of the service is $29.95. You don't only get me, you get 5 other online pros that are big-time winning pros. But you will be able to ask to see any video you want. That's www.pokersavvy.com. I will be there, and you will be able to see Mike the Mouth's cards and how he plays them. And that's what I got going. We got Poker Savvy. We got the NBC Head Up Tournament. We got the LA Tournament. We got National Week, and we got the phone calls coming up next on the Mouthpiece. Welcome to the Mouthpiece, and it's 3:05, and I still ain't got no fucking phone calls. Why do I say the word fucking? Because today is National Week. That's right. When everybody calls in today, they will get a fuck you from me. If you don't like it, fuck you. So hurry up and light up them calls, as I've waited now 5 minutes for phone calls. I'm not going to be waiting much longer, or I'm going to fucking kick your ass. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. It's National Week on the Mouthpiece. Who am I talking to?
Hey, man, what's up? It's Danny from Oregon.
Danny from Oregon, how you doing?
Good, man. You got some hearing aids in or what?
Well, you know, they say that we had some technical difficulties. My cameraman, I think I might have to fire him. He's doesn't really get. Last week we run out of batteries. This week my hearing problems don't work. But I'm declaring this week on the Mouthpiece National Week because they say that I curse too much. Do I curse too much?
I heard a few choice words when you were trying to get the technical difficulties going right now.
You know what? So. You know what? If they really think I curse too much, then I'll curse.
Hey, Mikey, that's you though. I mean, who's going to want to talk to Mike Matusow without him busting out an F-bomb here and there?
That's right. You know, I can sit there and not have an F-bomb, and I can be the sweet little innocent goody two shoes little Daniel Negreanu. Ooh, I'm so goody two shoes. Or we could be the tell it like it is. Mike the Mouth, have some fun, and play some poker. What's going on? You got a question for me?
Yeah, man. I played Hold'em forever, and just kind of getting in I've been doing decent in Portland, Omaha. Just was wondering, what do you think the biggest mistake that most beginner, I don't know, I'm playing the 1-2 game, you know, facing $1, all that, just Omaha game. A lot of heads up, a lot of.
Yeah, I've been jumping in a little pot limit Omaha, smaller games the last couple of days. I'm doing some videos for a new company that I signed with called Poker Savvy. So I've been jumping in the small pot limit Omaha games. Boy, those games are juicy. How can you lose in them games?
Oh, no, I've been running good in them.
Oh, man.
What's the biggest mistake the guys make, you think, in the pot limit Omaha game?
They overplay in the small limits, $1 and $2. $2-4 pot limit Omaha. I mean, everybody overplays aces. You're going to get 5-way action on almost every hand, so aces are worthless. You don't even ever. You're not even going to isolating with re-raising with aces in that game is just stupidity. That's the biggest mistake they make. You just want to play 4-card wraps and ace king queen, ace king jack tens, ace king jack nines, ace king queen nines, 5, 6, 7, 8s. Right. You know, when you got 2 aces, unless they're double suited, you know, if they're double suited, you want to put pressure on because now you got a great chance to hit, you know, one of the flush draws and flushes. But aces and kings are so misplayed in those lower games. I mean, in the bigger games they're misplayed, but at least when we play them in the big 1 and 200 or 50 and 100 games, and the guy raised, you re-raise, you're isolating head up, and aces head up are 60% against any 4 cards. So, you know, that's the only reason why you got a little edge there.
Right. Yeah, I watched a few of the big games on full tilt. It just seems like, I don't know, when I watch Gus, he just looks like he puts his money in so bad every time.
Gus puts his money in horrible every time. He's from another bus. I mean, he's from another planet. You know, one pair in a gutter ball with a flush draw out there, all in 40,000. It's the biggest joke I've ever seen how they play in that big game. I swear to God, if I had $5 million bankroll and I didn't win 100, I'd kill myself. I mean, you know, but you need bankroll because it's so volatile the way they play.
A lot of people say you need double the bankroll for like Omaha games than you do.
Speak up again. I'm losing you again. Hold on.
I said
there you go.
Need like double the bankroll for pot limit Omaha, which is in, you know, like say you need, you know, $2K for one.
I do. I think you need double the bankroll in pot limit Omaha. I think it's a very volatile game. I think you're never more than 60-40 90% of the time. Yesterday I got it all in with top set versus an under set twice, and he hit runner flush twice, both for 8,000. So, you know, that's how I run though, and I still won 30,000 for the day. So. That just goes to show you if I ever run good what I could do to them. Well, I appreciate the call. Call me back anytime, and have a great month, and do good at the tables. If you're on full tilt, say hello.
All right, buddy. Take care, buddy.
Later, man.
Later.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
It's going good. This week we've declared National F*** Week on the Mouthpiece. So the first thing I have to say to you is F*** you. What's going on?
Not much, man.
I mean, they told me that I curse too much. I don't think I do. So now I'm going to prove to them the difference between the normal Mike and Mike the Mouth on Mike National F*** Week.
Well, I like it, Mike. And you know what? You too, man.
That's what I want to hear, baby. That's what I want to hear from my good old friends and my good old fans. What's your name, man?
My name's Kevin. I'm from Dallas. I've actually spoken with you a couple of times before.
All right.
I wanted to ask you, let's say you're getting deeper into a tournament, getting somewhat close to the money, and you're not quite sure, but you don't have a very deep stack. You don't have a deep stack either, and you're just kind of in the middle.
Okay.
And you get jacks or queens or a hand along those lines. I want to know what your thoughts are.
Well, here's how I play when I'm like middle to lower end of the stacks, and we're getting like within like 10 people the money. Mm-hmm. I fire. I shove it. I shove it. I shove it. I shove it. Because people know that low stacks on the bubble or getting close are not putting it in without a good hand. At least that's what they think. And that's how I accumulate chips. So I've gone from like low stack to, let's say we get like 5 off the money, and let's say I'm one of the top 10 low stacks. I'm able to accumulate chips in the next 10 minutes to put me right in the middle of the pack, because people are not going to call an all-in player that's pushing his money in on the button. This is one of my secrets, by the way. I don't believe I'm giving this out. But it's reverse psychology. Most people think they're trying to hold on to make the money, which most people are. But if you're trying to hold on to win a tournament, that's your good time to pick up chips.
Well, what about if you're online, though? I mean, I had...
Online? Online tournaments is a different... online's a whole different... that's a whole animal. I mean, I played one hand. I played 2 hands on the online at full tilt F-Tops tournament last night. I Guy limped, and I had 1,800 left. I shoved with jacks. He had aces. It's the only playable I had in like 3 hours.
Wow,
So, you know,
really,
it is what it is.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Just don't be scared when you get down to the lower stacks and you're getting close to the bubble. I mean, unless the money means something to you. But if you want to win tournaments, you can't play for the money. You got to play to win.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome, man. Call me anytime.
Thanks. Well,
Later, man.
All right, goodbye.
Welcome to the fucking Mouthpiece. It's National F*** Week. Can I help you?
Hey, Mike. This is Brian out of Jersey.
Brian out of Jersey. F*** you too. How you doing? They told me that I cursed too much, and I needed to tone it down. So what have I done? I've turned it into National F*** Week.
I see that.
Yeah.
You must be having a bad week.
I'm actually having a great week. I'm been happy as can be. I had one bad losing day on online, but overall I've been winning. I felt really good. Working out with my trainer every day, dieting. I've down 23 pounds off of my peak, and I have 37 to go to where I'm gonna win this weight loss bet, which I'm gonna win.
Are you on a weight loss bet?
Yeah, I got a $100,000 weight loss bet. I got 4 months to do it, and I'm really in stride right now. I'm running 2.5 miles a day. You guys will see me next couple weeks here. It's gonna look. When I lose weight, it just falls off 3-4 pounds a week. So right now, I'm even getting ready to start doing 2-a-days, where I'm running 35 minutes in the morning and 20 at night. So I finally got my heart into it. I finally, once I start, a lot of times I got to get through the first 3-4 days, and once I get dedicated, it's just like a dedication for me. But
that's pretty cool.
What you got a question for me today?
Yeah, I was curious about finding people to really talk poker with, and kind of setting up like a group. And, you play.
Don't they have poker forums for that?
Yeah, but you play poker and you bullshit on the forums, and it's really not any kind of interaction. It's a lot of bullshit as far as I see.
I've never been to a poker forum, so I don't have any idea.
But you try and talk to people online. That's an absolute waste.
Right.
A lot of antisocial people playing poker out there.
Right.
But I'm wondering, besides going out and paying for one of these coaching websites that really I just signed with a coaching website, www.pokersavvy.com, and I'll be putting out videos every week, like 5 of them every week, which actually shows different types of games, how to play different hands in different situations, and a lot of people are going to know how I play, and it's which is good. To the fact that I really want people to see, how good I truly do play on the internet, and when my money gets and how bad you run,
and how bad I run. I told the people that I'm working for that most people say, well, you don't want them to see how you play on the internet, but I want people to sign up with PokerSavvy.com, see the Mike Matusow videos, and see him just get his money in where the other guys got 2 outs every single hand, and then never put a bad chip in, and wonder how a guy that can play this good can lose every day. So it should be interesting. But I've been actually running a little bit better. So knock on wood.
How would you go about finding really strong players that might want to improve their game, and kind of get that kind of learning relationship with poker? Where would you go and look for this? You
mean like a couple of people who are both really good players that want to both talk strategy?
Yeah, I hear about this all the time from videos or interviewing poker players. They're saying, "Oh, well, I worked a lot with my friends and."
Horseshit.
I met all these great people, and we.
Honest to God, you want to know the only person I talked to Daniel for maybe an hour, and I've talked to Phil Hellmuth for 2 hours, and we've discussed different strategies when the game changed back in 2002 when Moneymaker won, and I've had like 4 hours of conversation about
no limit poker with anybody over that time.
That's it.
You know, I've made my own adjustments, and I'm gonna give them a lot of credit. But you know, like Phil says to me, without me, he would never have won the last 3 bracelets because he credits me with helping turn his game around and making the adjustment that he was missing. And Daniel, I credit Daniel with changing my game around to help me make the adjustment to the new game, which my game was missing. So, you know, it's a different type of game, and that kind of helped a lot. And when my new book comes out on Tournament No Limit, you'll learn. Everybody will know exactly the right way to play No Limit Hold'em tournaments. And
yeah, Daniel did that whole that mentoring thing, and that seemed to work really well for his 1 or 2 students that he did.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee you this: when my tournament book when my tournament book comes out, there will be no better No Limit Hold'em tournament book ever written for a long 5 to 7 day tournament. And the only thing bad about it is I probably won't be able to win anymore because everybody will use that strategy, and but that's okay. If I sell 1 million or 2 copies, they can that'll be fine.
All right. Why didn't you play the Pot Limit Omaha today?
What pot?
I was looking for you.
What?
F-Tops 2, whatever.
Where?
F-Tops event number 2 today.
Well, how am I going to play a tournament while I'm doing the Mouthpiece, buddy?
That was this morning.
Well, this morning? Well, what happens if I went deep? Was I supposed to, you know, I had to do my show today, and I played F-Tops 1. I lasted about 2 hours. Picked up 1 playable hand in 2 hours.
All right.
I'm not an online tournament player, man, and it's because I'm playing cash games, I'm talking, I'm IMing. Tournament poker involves tremendous focus. I mean tremendous focus. When I play tournaments, I am dead focused on anything. And if I was to play tournaments online, I would have to play just the one tournament and have everything turned off around me and then put my heart into it. And I haven't been able to do it yet except for once. And I did it once for a friend of mine who was 6 hours deep into a tournament. I'm not going to name one site, but I took over for him because he's not a really good closer, and we finished third because I put my heart into it, and I knew we had chips to move with, and I could evaluate players, and we should have won it if we would have won a coin flip. So that's what it comes down to is the focus.
That's cool.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the call, and call me anytime.
Thank you, Mike.
You got it, bud.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Yeah.
Bye.
All this fucking energy on National Week, and I got a measly 4 phone calls. Can somebody please tell me what in the is going on here? I mean, I come here every week for my fans and for you, and then I get 4 phone calls. This is a very depressing week for me here on the Mouthpiece. What, did you all know it was National Week and I scared you away? Could that be it? Well, starting next week, it will be National Mute Week because I am not going to curse anymore. I was told that I cursed too much and I had to put in my National Week for you guys. But nobody called. This is Mike The Mouth Matusow. For my cameraman, he's an idiot. We'll see you next week on the Mouthpiece. Have a great day. I want more phone calls next week. 1-877-675-1306. Call in. Talk to Mike the Mouth. Say whatever you want to him. You're even allowed to call him names once or twice. Unless you're the one caller that calls back every single week and likes to say the same stupid shit over and over. He's been cut off now. But I don't mind a little criticism. I don't mind a little talk. I know I'm a sick, degenerate internet gambler. But you know what? I love poker, and that's what it's all about. See y'all later.